All right, Shia LaBeouf, let's do it. Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success. Well, you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit. And you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Yeah, thanks, Shia LaBeouf. We're totally in the streaming mindset now. Yeah, look at that flex. Morning, everybody. It's been a while. I was working on the Darkwood edits and hanging out with friends this weekend and whatnot. So it's been a while since we drum. Let's get the blood flowing in the hands. Let's get a going. Let's see. You need better fills? Well, I could show you tomorrow what you could do for that, but actually I can explain it as well. So there are a couple ways that you can work on drum fills. One is you can actually replicate what other people have already done. So just like listen to your favorite songs and try and play along to what they're doing. Ideally find like a live video of them like on YouTube where it's like got the top-down view so you can actually like see what they're playing and not just have to rely solely on your ears if you haven't developed that skill yet. But the second way that you can do it is just to improvise. So take a 4-bar phrase, and for the first 3 bars, just like play any kind of groove. And then for the 4th bar, make up something. It could be completely like esoteric where you're like, and like stirring the witch's brew, whatever you want, completely goofy like that. Or it could be like, all right, this fill I'm going to do in the style of X drummer or Y genre or whatever. So those are a couple ways that you can actually work on your different fills, is to replicate what other people have already done, and then to experiment with your own in different styles, like different themes, etc., to kind of expand your repertoire of fills that you can potentially do. Also gives you 3 bars of working on a groove, and then jumping right back into that, so you're going to repeat doing 3 bars of fill, or 3 bars of groove, 1 bar of fill, and you just keep looping back over that over and over. Do that with a met, and then you'll get better with it. Over time. It takes time. I did a similar process when I used to teach elementary band, and then when I used to teach high school percussion as well. So we would practice improvisation and filling or whatever. We need better hand and foot combos. So in terms of like hand and feet, there's a video that is coming out on my YouTube. Let's see. So it's number 50 of the drumming tips. I can't sub to myself. Number 22 just came out today, so it's going to be a while until it gets here. All these members only ones, where it says members only, it's actually going to, it's YouTube's supposed to update it on different channels so that it says members first, because these are all scheduled to release publicly. But number 50, this one, how to develop limb independence on the drum kit. This can help you out with your different foot and hand combinations. But if you don't want to wait for that, or you don't want to sign up for membership, which is totally cool, you don't have to. Let's close that. There's a stream that I did that is like the longer form version of that video, and it's this one. So under the limb independence patterns, if you just click on this and watch through it, I have timestamps as always in the description, just kind of showing like, here's how to develop limb independence, and then here are some different patterns that you can work on for limb independence to work on your foot and hand combinations with the different charts that are on my website. But another way that you can actually work on this is a book. If you go down to the tips, lessons, and live stream practice sessions, the very first little image right here, if you click on it, under the drum kit and even under the concert snare is stick control. And that is a book that a lot of people use for like figuring out different hand and foot combinations. So you like might play like eighth notes on your hand, and then you're going to do, okay, all the R's I'm going to do on the snare drum, all the L's I'm going to do on the bass drum. And then like the next time you're going to flip that. Why is this moving? That's kind of funny. So you'll do the, like, all of the R's are going to be the bass drum and all the L's are going to be the snare drum. And so that will help you to be able to figure out some different patterns. But all of these drum kit books are fantastic for like working on different combinations of patterns and whatnot for your feet and your hands. I especially am a fan of the New Breed series, New Breed 1 and 2 by Gary Chester. And then also 50 Ways of Syncopation is the one that I like always stream when I'm doing the drum kit, limb independent stuff. So I really like those 3 books, which you can combine with syncopation, and you can also combine it with the drum charts that are here on my website. And again, when you click on any of these, if it says members only, it's just members first. So it's just early access to it. You will get all these public. I've got stuff scheduled into November. November! We've got tons of drumming content coming out. So new video every day. Either drumming tips or like a play along. You were working on New Breed today? Yeah, it is very challenging. I feel like blood comes out of my ears sometimes when I work on that book. Because it's just like, I don't know how to do this. And my limbs don't always cooperate. But yeah, it's a really good set of books. And the way that Gary Chester describes limb interdependence is basically what I'm talking about in here for limb independence. So highly recommend checking that out. Anyways, thank you for stopping in on Instagram, by the way. Appreciate it. We are going to get the hands going again. It's been a while. And we're just going to have some fun this morning. Oh, and by the way, I got some fast, slow, fast, and slow, fast, slow variations coming out. I scheduled these over the weekend, I think. And these are going to be coming out in like October and November. So stay tuned for those. It's the same idea, except it actually plays at 8th notes, triplets, and 16th notes, which will make it a little bit easier to like work on your paradiddles with slow, fast, slow, and fast, slow, fast. So stay tuned for that. Coming out at a theater near you. Not really. Let's warm up with, I don't know, chug variations? Sure. Let's get the hands going. Let's do chug with hertas. Every one of the play-alongs, you can actually jump into a timestamp in the description, which I don't know if you're getting this new, like, YouTube setup. It's really interesting. So now it keeps all the description on the side, which is, like, kind of helpful. But then it gives you the preview as well. So I think they're trying to make it so that you like can keep the video up. Whereas previously, like to get to the description and the comments, you had to swipe up and you wouldn't be able to see it. So I actually like this interface better. It's easier to use, more user friendly and whatnot. Boop. All right. I know they roll out a lot of changes, so maybe you'll get it soon if you don't have it yet on desktop. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know you could revert it back. Yeah, I like it because of like this. So I can just like jump to the BPM closer or quicker. And like I can even keep this up on the screen and then just like not have to search for it every single time. But I want to like keep the video like full screen. So I'll just demonstrate it here. But for me, it works. So now I can just be like pause and then jump straight to 100, etc. So for the play along videos, like this can be super helpful. I don't like that these are now on like 2 lines for those, but overall, I think it's a good change. Ew. So we'll stick with this for a few reps. I'll stretch and massage, and then we'll play this faster than I should. Papa, can you hear me? Okay, well, the mic seems to be working again on there. But I don't have any YouTube sound. What happened? My, mixer doesn't always play nicely with Streamlabs. And it just, shut down the YouTube. The YouTubes. Let's see. Do I need to go here? No. Not that one. It'd be nice if I could actually hear the play-alongs. That is kind of the point. That's not working. Da-da-da-da-da. Hey, there we go. Success. You're currently learning a piece without sheet music. Nice. Taking a break from it? Well, welcome. Thanks for stopping in again. Okay. Now it's finally working. It does not bode well for the gaming stream later. Okay, let's try this again. Just getting the hands going. Okay, seems to still be working. Alright, let's stretch and massage, and then we'll actually play fast. Faster than we should. Okay, so hold your sticks like this. Palms facing up. And then pull in, and yeah, push out. Interesting, yeah, switched you over to tenors. Huh. Yeah, I hear you about the love-hate with it. I'm a snare drummer at heart, which is, why I march snare. Because of, my OCD perfectionist tendencies. I love the perfectionist nature of snare drum. Speaking of, if you do snare drum, rotate and hold here. Which actually feels good, so I'm going to hold it. But tenors are also just, a lot of fun to play. They can have some cool parts. But I'm definitely a snare drummer. To each their own. To each their own. Okay, now I'm going to stretch here, so the underside. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Try using a mobile device to view comments from your live chat and performance in real time. Okay, thanks, TikTok. I appreciate you. Weird. You have auditions tomorrow. You're excited? You haven't gotten the audition piece fully memorized. Uh-oh. Well, first thing I recommend for memorizing stuff for audition pieces is to do it about a month in advance for any audition. So you just spend time refining over and over and over and over. And then you can work it up with different scenarios where you do cardio for really intense for a minute. So it gets that heart rate going, and then try and play through the piece. So that way you're practicing in high anxiety situations where your heart rate's going. And by the time you get to the audition and your heart rate starts going in the audition itself, you'll be like, I got this. I've already practiced for it. Another way to practice is practice while you're sleepy, because you might not sleep good tonight. That just happens to a lot of people who are preparing for auditions. So as soon as you wake up, just play through it. None of that will help you with the auditions for tomorrow. So what I recommend now is just play through it over and over and over and over and over and over as many times as possible. One of the things that I did for my auditions to get into university for school music is I set my metronome at 40 and I played through the entire marimba piece. It took forever because the piece was supposed to be played at, 180 or something like that. So yeah, it would take all my concentration to do that. And then just go up one click. That's it. And then go up one more click. So then you're at 42. Yeah. And then go to 43. And just keep playing it over and over and over, going up one click at a time until you finally get to the audition tempo. And by then you should have it memorized. So just grind nonstop. Do everything you possibly can to get in as much practice on that piece between now and tomorrow. And then for the next audition that you do, try and be more prepared in advance in terms of like have it memorized a month before at least, and work on that. And that's the recommendation that I gave to any of my students, whether auditioning for like drum corps or like university, like marimba pieces, etc. Be performance ready at least a month before, and just refined for a whole month at least. Ideally, if you get like the audition packet like the week before or something, you can't really do that. But anyways, I'm gonna stretch. So you could do the stretch on the wall like this. The lower you go, the deeper your stretch. I'll just go ahead and do it here. Your instructor didn't even give you the piece a month ago. Yeah, so some instructors want to see how fast you can learn, and so they will intentionally give you something like the day of. So I have been to some auditions where they do that, or I've even been to auditions where they will make up something on the fly and have you try and memorize it as quickly as possible and see how you do with that. Because when you're performing, especially in like drum corps, WGI, like your music from day one is going to be very different from the end of the season. So you're going to constantly have to be learning new things, and so they'll test that with you. Let's stretch here. So you could do it like this. If you do this on the wall, the higher you go, the deeper your stretch. I'll just do it here. So yeah, it's good to be able to memorize things quickly. That is a good, useful skill to have in those particular scenarios. But in other scenarios, it's like, okay, being able to vamp and improvise is even better, like on drum kit and whatnot. Or if you're doing like concert snare or something like that, concert rep, being able to sight read music is way better. Or if you're doing an orchestral pit, sight reading is way better. So every like type of music, whether every type of percussion, whether it's like playing orchestral or in the pit for like Broadway or in drumline or on drum kit, they all have things that like it's better skills to develop, whether it's improv, sight reading, memorization, etc. We're stretching the fingers now, thumb to thumb. So figure it out. Figure out what it is for the thing that you are trying to pursue most, and spend time working on that. Like, don't refine your sight reading if you don't need to use sight reading. Like, focus on things that are most pertinent to the style, genre, activity that you are performing in, etc. Whee! Oh, this is a good stretch. It's been too long. Okay, now I'm going to massage. So doing thumb on top, fingers underneath, just trying to loosen things up. Do. Some instructors are also, they'll give you the sheet music like at rehearsal because they were just like that late with like preparation, whether it's for auditions or like show music or whatever. And then you just have to kind of learn it on the fly. I personally think that's a waste of time. If you give it to people in advance, then they can actually start preparing for it. But that was just my own philosophy. So I always try to give students, members of the drum lines, like the music in as much time as possible before the rehearsal, so we can actually get there and start rehearsing rather than learning the music. Thumb on top, fingers on the back. And there was one time I was teaching high school where they collectively did not come prepared. And I was like, I literally like said no to hanging out with friends and family like a week or two in advance of this, so I could get the music to you as quickly as possible. And you all did not come prepared. So I'm going to go hang out with friends and family. So see ya. So I left rehearsal. Don't waste my time. Okay, now we're going to do base to tip of massaging the fingers, and then we'll get into drumming again. But I also had the philosophy of anything the students would do, I would also do. So like if we were doing conditioning, strength training, etc., to try and like help with being able to march, like working on our legs or whatever, I would always do it with them. I would always do the runs around the track, always do the cardio, and I made the staff do it as well. So like I was always the caption head of the drum lines that I taught on. And so all of the staff also worked hard with the students. If students were standing, I was standing. I would not sit there and like be in the shade, in a lounge chair, sipping some lemonade. Like, no, if you guys are working, I'm working. I will not sit down if everybody is, if even one person is practicing. My own philosophy. Did not try and separate myself from the students that I worked with. And I highly recommend that for any other instructors. Don't put yourself on a pedestal where like you get all of the all the benefits. When I won't say where, but there was a drumline that I was a part of where the instructor set up the snare line so that we were all standing in the sun and they were standing in the shade, so that that way they could relax. I was the opposite of that. And so I would have like the drumline, hey, arrange yourself so that you are all protected in the shade and I will stand in the sun. And I'd always wear like a fisherman's cap or whatever to like protect myself in sunscreen because, you know, Arizona gets hot and melanoma is a thing. But yeah, I don't get it. The people who tried to make themselves feel better than their students, they're working harder than you. You should reward them. Keep them out of the sun. Anyways, let's play again. All right, so we're going to play this faster than I should. So we'll start off where we left off, and then we'll just keep jumping up. All right, let's go up by 15. So again, timestamps in the description of every one of these free play-alongs, and it allows you to just jump to a BPM. Like now I'll go to 120. And then 130. We'll see how fast we can play today. It's been a while. Yeah, that's so much easier having those timestamps on the side. I get it. It looks a little funky if you're not used to it, but for this scenario, it works great. Whee! I'm really looking forward to doing the gaming streams. I actually was able to set it up so that I now will have dual audio channels, so I can actually separate my voice from the game, which would have made the Darkwood edits so much easier to be able to have like a spooky soundtrack and then my voice on top of that separate. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's try that again. So stay tuned for better gaming edits. Rough. Let's try it again. That's fast. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little rough right now, but it's fun to try. This is gonna crash and burn, but you know what? We're gonna have fun trying it. Perfect. All right, we had fun with it. There is another variation of this. Instead of butt it up, it's top butt it up, pop butt it up. So it's just shifting it over one. So it's like a tap drag. Ah, that was good. Okay, so let's play something else, something fun. Do I want to do a technique exercise? Maybe. Let's do Rodeo. I haven't done Rodeo in a while. So Rodeo is a variation on Gallop. It's like the extended bigger brother version of Gallop by Paul Rennick. Man, my nose gets so itchy. Oh yeah, this way. Click, expand. Click, expand. Let's do 110. Sure, sounds great. Boop. Ew. called Rodeo. Yeah, so this is a great exercise for working on your rolls and whatnot. Again, it's like gallop, but extended. Okay, so let's go faster than I should. Let's do 130. My hands are too rusty for this morning. It might catch on fire. Okay, we're going to try this again faster. We're going to get some +7 energy. Try and help us out. Powered up. All right, cool. Let's do 140. Let's see if we can do it. Stay tuned. Today's episode of having myself playing the drums after too long of not playing. I think that's too long of a title. Need to shorten it. That was mental. You can do it. Do it. Nope, 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 nope. Yikes, that was rough. To be expected. This is what happens when you don't play for a while. Takes like a day or two for me to get back into it. That's okay. We're just having fun. If I played any faster than this, we'll need to call the fire marshal, so we'll stop here. Okay. So again, this one's called Rodeo. There's also inverted rodeo, which does the exact same rhythm, except it's inverted diddle. Which some people don't believe me when I say there's such a thing as an inverted diddle. Inverted diddle. Sounds the same. So we have right, right, left, right, right, left. That's a normal diddle, right? Inverted is the same rhythm, but you go right, left, left. Instead of... you play... except, you know, without hitting your stick. And then a roll... is starts with a single right, ends with a double right. If you're gonna play like this pattern. Oops, you can't see that. Wrong pedal. That pattern. So try it out. It's a good one. Cool. So that's under technique, which I've got 89 technique exercises either out or scheduled to release. So stay tuned for more. Once I get to like 100-ish, then I'm probably gonna make some more chop stuff. 45 right now is pretty good, though. I'll take it. Let's play Blue Devils 99. This is a good shopping spree. 70 people like it on YouTube. Yeah, including me. I also like it because I think it's good. Let's start off at 140, and then we'll go as fast as we can, which might not be very fast. slightly late. You enjoy playing cheeses? Yeah, I hear you. Cheeses, flam dragons, and flam fives were super difficult when I first started playing as well. They were rough, but they are fun to play. Cheese inverts, cheese chutichuhs, cheesy poofs, which are quite different than a normal cheese. Stop. This will probably be the breaking point. 160. Again, you can slow this down to 40 if you want. Or go as fast as 200. That's why I got all these timestamps are in the description. Allow you to choose the BPM you want. I just like forgot. So, you know. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all day. So you'll notice that I put my hand on the pad. In the school of music that I went to, they had us acknowledge our instrument so that whenever we would bow, we'd put your hand on the marimba and whatnot, and you'd do like your little bow. It's such a goofy little thing if you think about it from like a outside perspective. Oh, wow. I'm so glad they acknowledged their instrument that they put their hand on it. Okay. Musicians, we're weird. What can I say? Yeah, the last line is cool. It's fun. And this is a fun one to play slow, too. So, if you want to play it at 40. That paradiddle-diddle stuff that's at the end kind of also reminds me of, like, the 5/4 shopping spree, which maybe I'll play through that a little bit later. The ending here. But there's some Chug. There are some Chug variations that have, like, the paradiddle stuff in it. These are currently scheduled to release, but like Paradiddle Diddles, where's it at? And Paradiddle. This is a fun one to play through as well. It just like completely, like I was barely holding on to that stick with like the bottom two fingers. Anyways, let's try that again. So paradiddle diddle on the 3 pattern, and then on the 2 pattern you do paradiddle. So this is a good one to play through. That's kind of like the ending of the Blue Devils 99 spree. Let me play this one a little bit slower, and then we'll speed it up. Which the term for that when I was marching was called refit, and I don't know why it was called that. Did it have something to do with like stoner culture, reefer? Light it up. I don't know. Not a culture I'm a part of. It's a fun one. Let's go faster. Wee. 90. We'll go up by 10s until I can't play it any faster. Which honestly might be like 120-ish today. Hands are slow. These sticks are heavy. You can also play this off the left. Let's do that. Let's see if we need to revoke my drummer card if I can't play this off the left. I'll just be like, It's what it's gonna sound like. Really wanted to play the Paradiddle Stop version, which is scheduled to release, I think, in July or something. But for whatever reason, my brain was like, play that version, Jared. No. Whoops, I'm used to scrolling down. No. Okay, 110. Paradiddle Stops are cool. I like those. You can put, like, fun accents on them. So it's a paradiddle diddle, just remove the last note. And again, you can put like accent to the left. Like that. It's fun. I like them. I love them. I want some more of them. I don't listen to country. My parents did. So I've heard. I've heard this thing called country music before. Paradiddle stops are useful for fills. Oh yeah, I hear you on that one. Paradiddle stops are fun to play on drum kit, or like a paradiddle diddle where you do paradiddle foot foot. Can't do it while standing up without an actual drum. That one's a good one to work up. Stop that! It's over on the side now, Jared. Okay, let's have ourselves a 130. It'll be great. Let's try it with paradiddle fours. This is where my stick ended up in my hand at the end of that. It was just like slowly like whoop. That was rough. I mean, that was flawless. Clip that. Share it on all the socials and be like, wow, Jared has never made a mistake in their life, ever. Cool. That was a good one. The blood is flowing. It's good. It feels good to drum again. It's been too long. Been a long time. Shouldn't left you. Let's play... Do I want to do a grid variation? There's like 800 to choose from. More to come. There's actually some new stick control variations that are scheduled to release triplet versions, so those will be fun. If you have the membership thing on YouTube, you can play them now, but I think they're scheduled for August, maybe September. I forget. Too many videos scheduled. So like 150 of them scheduled, something like that. Stay tuned. Let's play... Let's play float drags. Got a couple variations for this. Swish drag version and then a cheesy poof version. They're a little goofy, but they're fun. Let's play flam drags. This is just the classic OG version of this float drag exercise. And we're not going to start at 189. I appreciate the suggestion. We'll start off at a nice leisurely 150. And then we'll go up from there. Why'd it get so loud? Screaming at me. I keep doing that. It's almost like I've done 100 some odd streams one way, and now YouTube's changed it, and I've like developed a habit. Weird. Come on, brain. Need both sticks for this. Let's try a new version. It's minimalist. It's like the YouTubers who are like reacting to the Mr. Beastification by just like doing the simplest edit possible. Like, what's his name? Sam Solik. Or like Moist Critical. Actually, he's right there. Charlie. It's probably more. His stuff is fascinating how minimalist his content is, and he just gets millions of views in like 24 hours. It's the complete opposite of Mr. Beast. So we're doing that with drumming. We'll just only play with one hand. Why use two when you can only use one? Jump scare. You know, for having not played in over a week, my hands are cooperating pretty decently. Especially since these are the heavy Hardeman hammers. They're quite the chop burner. I love it. 190. Itchy nose. Again, my stick just like completely came out of my hand. I was like holding on it like this for like half a second and just like whipped it back in. All right, let's try that again. Oof. Okay. Because we're here, we're gonna try a 200. This one will immediately tap off. Fun trying it. This link, by the way, it just takes you to my website. Boop. It's now at the end of all of the drumming videos, so that way you can go through things neatly organized. If you don't want to go here, I get it. You don't have to. You do you. Under my YouTube, the home tab is like the easiest way to sort through it. Because if you go to the video feed, good luck finding any of the stuff I've been playing. But just click under the drumming content, and then it has it organized into a bunch of playlists. Tons of drumming playlists. Try and keep it neatly organized. But again, the best place to go is my website, which is linked at the bottom of the or at the top of the description in YouTube, or at the very top of the YouTube links. Boop /drum. Linked here on Instagram. And then that'll take you to here. Save you some time sorting through it all. Since you're saying the cheeses, let's do cheese. Grid variation. You got me in a cheesy mood. There's 26 of them for triplet, and then there's more than that for 16th note, like 30 something. Bunch of cool variations to work through. For example, let's do cheese before an accent. We'll do the normal version instead of the backwards grid. Sure. Nope. That was great. Flawless victory. Pop open and go there. And clicky clack. And here we go. Cheese before. I wanted to do cheese after. Whoa. Cool? Good one. Let's go faster. 140. Boop. Boop. There's another Charlie video. He's got quite the goofy sense of humor. He's got a way with words. Very creative. Definitely not family friendly. Not at all. Oops. Don't need to scroll down anymore, Jared. Just go over here. I should just like keep this up on the side. But then it's harder to see on like Instagram, TikTok. So yeah, we'll just keep it this way. That was fun. Let's do the next version, which, let me see. How do I pull up the playlist now? Ah, right there. Okay, so this was cheese before. There's also cheese after an accent. So it's the opposite of what we were just doing. And so for this one, when you go into it, again, timestamps to jump to, this goes as slow as 40 or as fast as 200. Starting off at 40 right now, which will take forever. So here it is at 150. Now we're taking the cheese and we're putting it after the accent. So this is a great way to work up those kind of permutations. Cheeses were inconsistent. Let's try that again. Let's jump to 160, and then I'll chop out with one more thing. Is that a cheese? That is a cheese. Now, can we get a cheesecake? Cheesecake's in the chat. That. My wife and I can't do that, so we always just like make the sound with our mouth. Cool. It's a good one. Nope. Don't need to do that again. Nope. Thanks. Appreciate you. Okay, let's play one more. I always do the 5-4 shopping spree, so maybe I should avoid that one. It's a great one, though. It is my favorite. I don't think I played slow paradiddle in a while. There's going to be a cheesy poo version coming out. This one's scheduled for months from now. I think it's October, maybe November. It's goofy. It's fun. Interesting challenge. Let's do... This has so many grace notes, it's ridiculous. Slow paradiddle with chutichuhs. So the first page is just the stock version. It's basically, think of it as like your check. And then it throws in the chutichuhs on page 2. And it gets pretty intense. It's fun though. It's a good version. The name is in the accents. Paradiddle, left, right, left, left. Woo! Screwed up. Shame. Shame. I'll never drum again. I made a mistake. Now I need everyone to comment all the mistakes I've made. Because, I couldn't figure that out. Thanks for your assistance, random anonymous internet person. It's amazing, the comments I get, and I really want to clap back so hard, but I don't. I just block them and move on. There's so many times I'm just like, man, I'm so glad that my playing is better than your teaching, because thanks for your uninformed feedback. Appreciate it. Go practice. All right. Stall for time. Tell a story, Jared. Intro. Something happened. Set up rest of context. And then, chapter 2. Something expanded upon that. Even more context. Problem. Chapter 3. Paradiddle, paradiddle. Oh, we get plenty of them. Especially the gaming ones. The gaming ones, like, I know it's usually kids that are responding. And it's just like, wow, kid. I can guarantee you're not in the honors program. Just a hunch. It's like one of the ones that stood out. It was just like a single snipe. That's it. The whole short was just me seeing somebody 200 meters away, and they're like doing the L dance on somebody they just killed. And so I just headshot him, instant death. And I'm like, that's why you don't dance, friend. And somebody's like, all you ever do is use snipers. And I was like, you've seen one video. Should I have used the shotgun at that distance? Is that what you would have done? Good tip. Good tip. Noted. Next time, I'll use a shotgun when they're 200 meters away. Thank you for your feedback. So informed. Anyways, I don't want to be negative. I just think it's some of the comments I get. It makes me laugh, and they don't even realize it. Anyways, so we got a bunch more chop stuff here. We've got hundreds of grid variations, like 800, and almost 100 technique stuff, 89. Stay tuned for more. 140 bass exercises, all that fun stuff. If you want to see the sticks I'm using, if you go here under the books and gear, I recommend, you can see the little filters here, and you can go to like the books, or you can go to the sticks. So like the sticks that I'm using, the Hardeman hammers, fantastic for working on your chops. If I played with normal sticks, I'd be able to play at least 1 BPM faster. Isn't that impressive? It's pretty cool, right? No, in all seriousness, though, it really does help with like building up your endurance is playing with these heavy sticks. And then when I switch to the normal Hardemans, like it feels so easy. Like these are so light. It's almost like the weight of both of these sticks for like one of these, it feels like. But anyways, I'm rambling. We're going to set up here for some Fortnite, and it might be a short stream. I was playing some like Team Rumble and stuff over the weekend, and I was trying to save the like normal games for when I stream today. And so far, I can't say positive things about it. It feels like I'm playing Twisted Metal, and that's not what I signed up for. So we'll see how the stream is. It might be a short one where I'm just like, yeah, no. Or maybe I'll be like, hey, the car combat's fun. It just seems repetitive. We'll see. Maybe it'll be cool. The live on TikTok didn't have sound. That's interesting. I wonder why. Oh, maybe when it crashed, like, it didn't fix that. Yeah, okay, interesting. Let's see. Microphone device. See, I didn't have, like, the Insta setup on here. Or the TikTok setup on here, so that's interesting. Main stereo. Why would it have 2 microphones? Okay, so now it actually has on TikTok the sound. So, yeah. Sorry. But hey, Roman, appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, I hear you on like the cars. They're mad because they got no aim. Yeah, that's probably true. That person, I imagine, needs to just jump up to somebody with a shotgun and use the controller assist to help out with them. Yeah, so we'll see. I watched some of Prospering, who's a phenomenal gamer, like way better than me. How do I get to it? YouTube. He's probably streaming right now. Can't sub to myself. Yeah, so he's live right now. Check out Prospering if you haven't. Highly recommend his content. He streams on Twitch, but he recently, in the last couple of months, like gained probably about 80,000 subs on YouTube in like 3 months. So he's doing great. Phenomenal player, but he's got a video, or a stream rather, that I went through where he played and won 10 games without using any cars. And so his strategy is really interesting, where he uses that little, like, I forget what that's called, the punchy thingy, where you launch yourself up into the air when the car gets to you, and you just hip fire while they're underneath you. And so you just keep doing that over and over until it blows up the car, and then you can actually engage in a fight with them. And so that we might end up trying, but this upcoming Fortnite stream might be a short one because I'm just not a fan. But anyways, I'm going to call it here with the drum and stuff. I'm rambling. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Again, YouTube is where you can find my content on the home tab. If you want to stick with that, just click on the header. I also make all the gaming and the computer science stuff, but the website is the best possible place to go and is linked up there /drum. And that's where you can find everything nice and organized. But I'm going to call it. I appreciate y'all stopping by as usual. And yeah, maybe I'll see you in the Fortnite stream or another drumming one, or never again. Matane.